Hello and welcome to this Angelic yoga session for the practice of awareness with Archangel Omniel. Archangel Omniel is the angel of awareness, and he reminds us that our true nature, our real being, is always in connection with God, with the divine source. Yoga means union, and the main goal of yoga is to bring our soul together with the great soul, with the soul of God. During his lifetime, Jesus was always aware of this divine connection, and this is why he always affirmed, "My Father and I are one." Part of our self-realization or spiritual awakening is to discover and live the experience of awareness. When we realize that we are not a separate soul, that we are not individual entities, but instead we are part of the Universal Consciousness, then we are practicing yoga and living the teachings of Jesus. The peak pose of our practice is Ardha Matsyendrasana, the half lord of the fishes pose. The reason I choose this pose to help us to integrate the concept of awareness is because in this pose we bring together all parts of our body. Ardha Matsyendrasana is a seated twisted pose that has many benefits for the body. It increases the flexibility in the spine, the hips, and the shoulders. It also helps to relax the mind, the nervous system, and to improve digestion. The suggested props for this practice are 1 or 2 blocks, a blanket, and a piece of wall. So please take the moment to gather your props and be ready for the practice. Once you are ready for the practice, please take a seat with your knees bended and then use one of your blocks to help to extend your spine. We are going to make a connection first with our breathing to help us to relax our body and mind. So please very gentle close your eyes and then rest your palms over your thighs. Roll your shoulders to the back and away from your ears. Extend your spine and open your chest. And start taking inhalations and exhalations. Allowing in this way that your whole body and mind be relaxed with each inhalation and exhalation. Now open your eyes, and then we start our practice with some awareness on our spine. One of the keys to have the twisted pose in Ardha Matsyendrasana is the elongation of the spine. But we're gonna do some warming on the spine on the back first, and we're gonna start with our hands. So please extend your arms to the front, and we're gonna start rotating our hands from side to side of our body. You will also feel how other muscles of your arms are also extending and stretching. So just rotate the movement of your hands on the opposite side. Now relax your hands over your thighs, and we're going to do some movements on the shoulders and at the spine at the same times. So when we inhale, we're going to start rounding the shoulders to the front and also rounding the spine. And then exhale, we're going to start extend the spine and rounding the shoulders to the back. So this is a version of the cat and cow stretching. So inhale, rounding your spine and shoulders to the front. Then exhale, extend your spine and open your chest, moving your shoulders to the back. Inhale, round your spine and your shoulders. And then exhale, open your chest and spine. Now we're going to bring together both palms, interlace the fingers. I'm going to stand both arms and palms to the front. Bring both arms up over the head. I'm going to start bending the body to the right side. And I'm going to start doing movements with our upper body. So just follow my movements and following your breathing, just moving your body to the other side with your arms extended, giving in this way a very gentle unwarming to the spine and your back. And then we're going to switch the rotation to the other side, keeping your arms extended as much as you can, and just feeling the movement on your body. Now release the hands and the arms and then bring them to the back of your body. Interlace your fingers on the back of your body. Bring your shoulders to the back and extend your arms. Bring your chest up, lifting both arms and your head up. Inhale and then exhale. Release, bringing the spine in neutral. Inhale one more time, lift the chest, move the arms up, and then exhale, release the spine into neutral. So one more time, bring the shoulders to the up and down, open the spine, look up, lifting your arms, and then exhale, release. One more warming on the spines. And this is going to be part of the initial on the flexion on this upper body. So I'm going to bring one hand, hold the left hand on the opposite knee, and then twisting the spine, twisting from the base of the spine and moving the chest to the right side. And then let's go and twist to the other side. So if you want, you can use the other block, so you can hold your back hand over the block. Then let's twist one more time. Left hand over the right knee and twist again. Right hand over the left knee. Now release. Now just come into the floor with your hips over the knees. Then you can use your blanket to support the knee. And we're going to come into our puppy pose, extending the arms to the front, leaving the hips over the knees, giving extension onto your spine. Inhale and exhale. 2 more breathings in and out. Now come up, and we will proceed next into some more shoulder work, doing some shoulder stretching. So bring one hand into the middle of your body, bring the other arm up. So I'm going to start doing some movement first with the arm that is lifting, just rotating the shoulder and the arm into our body. like a couple of times, just making sure that the arms extend up and back. One more time. Extend the arm up and back and open the chest. And then when we bring the arm close to the center, we're gonna thread the needle, bringing that shoulder over the floor, extending the other arm over the head. Few breaths here. Inhale and exhale. Now release, come up, and then do the same movement with the other side. So bring the other hand in the middle of the mat and your body, and lift up the opposite arm. Start rotating that arm. When you bring the arm up, bring the back, open the chest, and then continue the movement. One more time. Arm up, back, open the chest. And then when you bring it into the front, thread the needle into this side, reclining that shoulder on the floor, leaving the hips lifted over the knees, extending the other arm over your head. Now slowly come up and take a seat. You can use the block again. And this last warming for the upper body, we are going to make another twist with the left hand over the right knee. I'm going to stand the other arm and touching against the wall with the palms over the wall and the fingers looking down the floor. So just see how your body feels, how your arm feels. Just giving this a nice stretching on your wrist, on your fingers, elbow and shoulder, and also widening the top of the chest. Now let's switch to the other side. Bring the right hand over the left knee, extend the left arm, touching the wall. Fingers of your hands looking to the floor, and feeling the stretching on your whole arm, opening the upper chest on the left side. Now release. And stay here for a moment, extending your spine and allowing that the spines come back into the center. Now let's go and do some work on the hip, some asanas that will help us to prepare for the sitting pose. So just bring the blocks in front of you, extend one leg in between the blocks, coming into some movements of Anjaneyasana. So we're going to bring the hip over the knee, extending the hip to the front, and then move the hip to the back, extending the other leg. One more time. Bring the hip to the front and down, extending the back thigh, and then bringing the hip back, extending the opposite leg. Now let's switch. Bring the other leg in between your blocks, extend the back thigh, bringing the hip to the front, and then extend the other leg. One more time. Bend the front knee, extending the back thigh, and then extend the leg. Now let's bring both knees together one more time, and then stand up a little bit. Then we're just gonna do some movement only on the upper body, just trying to leave the hip quiet. I'm gonna just start moving the upper body and moving the arms. So just notice and feel that we are just moving only the back and the spine, the shoulders, and extending the arms. without moving the legs and the hips. And let's switch to the other side. I'm trying to keep the hip and legs quiet and just moving only from the twist and the base of the spine, moving only the shoulders, arms, the upper body to the other side. Just take a sip. And then open your knees, separate them like a hip wide, and then trying to be like in a child position. Bring one block and close to one of your knees, and then doing the same movements that we were doing before. We're going to bring both palms together, just moving only the upper body and trying to have the hips quiet. You're going to start bending the front of the chest until you can try to touch the elbow with the block. Then lift a little bit the chest and just feel how your body feels. Feel your breathing, and just if you have difficulty in breathing in this position, then just lift a little bit, or as much as you need, so you can restore the normal breathing. Then switch to the other side. Bring the block into the opposite knee. Hands in prayer position in front of you. Twist to the left side, and then gentle lower until you can touch the block with the opposite elbow. And follow your breathing. Again, if you feel that you cannot breathe during this pose, just leave the chest and twist. Then come back to center. I'm going to do some balasana with the arms extended to have realignment on the spine. Few breaths here. Inhale and exhale. Now come up, and then come into your knees. Then we are going to cross one leg to the back, and slowly we are going to start moving the hips to the floor. If you don't need the blanket, then you can put it outside on the side. And now come with both legs extended. And then bring the right feet behind the left knee with the right knee close to your chest. Bending the left knee and bringing the left foot behind your right hip. We're going to hug the right knee with the right elbow and bring the left arm and hands to the back by doing a gentle twist to the left side. And then come to the center. And we are going to keep the legs in this position. And we're going to twist the body to the opposite side by hugging the right knee with the left elbow and bringing the right hand and arm to the back, twisting to the right side. Then come back to center. Hug both knees. Hug the right knee with both hands, keeping the spine extended. Inhale and exhale. We're going to bring more to the center, the right knee, and then push it a little bit with the right hand. Then bring the left arm up, and then you can help with the hand to bring the left elbow just touching the right knee. Now keep pushing the right knee inside of the body, while at the same time you try to bring the left arm more over the right knee. When you are in the dip of the twist as much as you can. Then you can bring the right hand to the back. Extend the spine and the chest. And then move your neck and your head over the right shoulder. Inhale and exhale. So just make sure that your ability to breathe is normal and is not in any way difficult or forced. You must be breathing very normal into this pose. And just release the pose if you feel any tension or difficulty breathing. Now we're going to release, bringing the head and the neck to the front, and very gentle, releasing our arm, elbow, and just rest for a moment. The right knee over the left knee, allowing the spine to be extended and coming into the neutral position. You can raise your hands over the mat. Inhale and exhale. Now just uncross your legs and come back for a moment into the downward facing dog. Few breaths here. Inhale and exhale. Now come back again into the sitting position with both legs extending to the front. So we are going to repeat the same but in the opposite side. So just bring the left foot behind the right knee. Bend the right knee to the back, bringing the right foot below the left hip. I'm going to hug the left knee with the left elbow, and I'm going to move to the right side by bringing the right hand to the back. So just doing the opposite movement. Now come back to center. Bring the left knee a little bit more to the center by pushing it with the left hand, and hug your left knee with the right elbow. Bringing your left hand and arm behind you, extending your spine and bringing the shoulders down. And you can always remain here if you want, just making sure that both of your sitting bones are in contact with the floor and your left feet is in contact with your body, with the floor at the same time that your right knee. Now come back to center. Now bring the right arm totally up and push your left knee with the left hand more to the center, moving the body to the left side, helping with the right elbow with the left hand to recline over the left knee. Just keep pushing until you can feel comfortable into this movement, bringing again the left hand behind you and on the floor, lifting the chest, opening the chest, moving the spine and shoulders to the back. Inhale, easy. And now relax. And stay here for a moment by totally resting the left knee over the right knee, hands on the floor, the spine totally extended. Inhale and exhale. Now uncross your legs and come back into our final downward dog. For the one more is
extension on the spine. Now let's come back into the floor and find out the way to come into our back. Bring both knees close to your chest, hug your knees, and stay here for a few breaths. And notice how your body feels by having your spine and your back all in contact with the floor. Now extend both legs to the front of the mat, side to side, relaxing your arms on the side of the body with the palms up. Totally relaxing your body onto the floor. Take one breath here, inhale, and long exhale out. And we are in the healing pose of Savasana. Feel your chest lifting and lower with inhalation and exhalation. Open your heart and mind to the healing light of Archangel Omniel. And allow him to guide you into the journey of owningness, into that connection and coming back to the source and divine soul. Now bend your knees and bring your feet to the floor. Roll your body to one side and rest your head over one of your arms. Slowly bring yourself up and come back into a seated position, either with your legs crossed or sitting on over one of the blocks. Bring your hands together in a prayer position close to your heart. And when you breathe in, feel the connection with the air around you. The connection with the room, and expand that awareness to your environment, your house, the nature, the sky, the universe. You are part of the whole consciousness. You are in divine connection with the divine. bring your hands to your eyebrow, and we finish our Angelic Yoga practice the same Namaste. And thank you so much for practicing with me. Have a wonderful day.